Hey guys, it's Bible Girl, and welcome to another episode of R&R. You're in the last chapter, which is very exciting. We have the epilogue to come, but we're still in the last chapter. So I apologize, my bed and stuff is a bit messy. I'm kind of packing to be a counselor at summer camp tomorrow for weekend away with my friends. As soon as camp is over, going to see the premiere. And then I'm actually moving out of my parents' house, and I'm going to be a nanny with the family you guys have seen a little bit of with me babysitting. So that's all very exciting. Okay, but here we are with a flaw in the plan. And Harry is back. He was gone for seconds, really, a couple minutes at the absolute most. He's lying on the floor of the Forbidden Forest. Also, Voldemort seems to be in pain on the floor, too. Harry doesn't know exactly because his eyes, he's keeping them closed. But we hear Bellatrix comforting Voldemort as someone would comfort their lover, but Voldemort will have none of it. Voldemort asks Narcissa to check if Harry is dead. She comes over his body, notices the heartbeat, but instead of saying he is alive, asks Harry whether or not Draco is okay in the castle. Harry says yes. And so for the sake of searching for her son, she says that Harry is dead. So Voldemort makes Hagrid carry the seemingly dead body of Harry. And as he's doing so, Voldemort is telling lies, saying Harry was a coward and he was running away. Ron, Hermione, and Jenny have these screams of terror, which are worse than anyone else in the crowd. And everyone is so upset, but it's Neville Longbottom, who comes out of the crowd and starts telling Voldemort how it is. And eventually, what happens is, bird flies, zooming Fox, brings the Sorting Hat. And Voldemort holds on to it, and he says, "There will be no more houses, only Slytherin." And he sticks the hat on top of Neville's head, and he sets the hat on fire. Now, then everybody comes out to fight. And I mean everybody, because people are coming from Hogsmeade, Slughorn's back, lots of family members of the people at Hogwarts at the moment start coming to fight, including Charlie Weasley, and the Centaurs, who a few pages before Hagrid had called cowards for not fighting during the battle, have decided they need to fight as well. Well, Neville gets the hat off and pulls out the sword of Gryffindor, obviously showing his bravery, and he kills Nagini, causing Voldemort to freak out because he knows he's mortal again. It's in the course of all the fighting and the craziness that Hagrid notices Harry's body has gone missing. This is because Harry's put on his invisibility cloak during the fighting, which obviously works with the Christ metaphor, because who's taken our leader's body? Who's taken his body? He's gone. Well, the battle rages on. It actually moves into the Great Hall for the most part, and Molly has her awesome moment. Bellatrix is trying to attack Luna, Ginny, and Hermione all at once, and she, by this much, doesn't kill Ginny. The killing curse just barely misses her. And Molly is unhappy and says her very famous line, "I don't curse, so you won't hear me say it, but it's supposed to be in the movie. Not my daughter, you." And, although epic and definitely enjoy seeing Mama Bear there, I kind of wish that Neville would have had his moment to kill Bellatrix to avenge his family, but definitely an awesome moment for Molly. Okay, Harry is back, takes off the cloak, and he tells everybody it needs to be just him and Voldemort this time. And he tells Voldemort all the stuff he didn't know about Snape, and how he loved Harry's mom, and about the power of love, and how his sacrifice is protecting all these people from Voldemort, and also about the wand, and how Harry is the true master of the wand that Voldemort now has in his hand. And he also is pulling out the name Tom Riddle over and over again, and Voldemort does not like that, but Harry doesn't care. Now, before Voldemort gets attacked at all by Harry, or just disarmed, Harry tries to save his soul, which is very powerful, and coming from this Christian perspective that I have, and I will always have with whatever I'm reading, because that's my belief system and that's who I am, the darkest, most evil person in the universe to Harry, the person that killed his mother and father, the person who's responsible for the deaths of so many people he loves and cares about, and just people connected to people he loves and cares about, and people in general, he still tries to save his soul. At the end of Voldemort's life, Harry is making sure that he shows remorse and gives in and recognizes what he's done is wrong. And that's so powerful and so strong. But of course Voldemort will have none of it. He doesn't believe in love, and he doesn't believe in the power of those things. So Voldemort pulls out his Elder Wand and yells Avada Kedavra. Harry pulls out Expelliarmus. And what's really powerful about the death of Voldemort is it's totally his choices. And that's a theme of the whole series, is choice. It's totally his choices that led to his death, because the Elder Wand recognizes Harry as its owner, and because there's another spell coming out from Harry, it kind of rebounds back. Avada Kedavra rebounds back to Voldemort, and Voldemort is dead. Obviously, everyone's cheering, everyone's excited. There's a lot of really good news that comes up towards the end of the chapter. Kingsley is the new Minister for Magic, at least temporarily. The innocent people are being released right away from Azkaban. It's super awesome. But Harry just wants to rest. He gets Ron and Hermione, and they go up to the headmaster's office, and they are talking to the portraits, and the portraits all cheer for him, and one of the portraits is like, remember, Slytherin had its part in this. Just silly. There were some Slytherins, but at the very, very end, and I think he may have just been Slughorn. And he goes to Dumbledore's portrait, and he tells him that what he wants to do with the Hallows, and Dumbledore, by the way, in the portrait is very, very proud of Harry. And he says he's lost the stone, and he's not going to go looking for it, and no one knows where it is, and Dumbledore thinks that's a good thing. He says he's going to keep the cloak, which Dumbledore says, of course, it's your family's, and you keep it until you want to pass it on to your son. And he says he doesn't really want to keep the wand. It's too powerful. Even Ron and Hermione are looking on it with too much on. He thinks that's very bad. But he does use it once, and he fixes his wand. And after all that, he goes to Gryffindor Tower, and he gets some well-deserved sleep. Also, I neglected to mention that Draco and his family come together. They don't care about the fighting. They don't care about the sex. They realize they just need to be a family and together. Which is fantastic, considering the way their family unit was throughout the series. And that was the Flaw in the Plan. It's very action-packed chapter. The movie is definitely going to be different because, obviously, from all the trailers, Voldemort and Harry are all over the place fighting. And I'm cool with that because it's very mental, this conversation, all of that here, which works great written, but people want to see awesome fightingness in a movie. That's just how movies work. Okay, guys, and real quick, a little Wizard Rock spotlight. I want to put, this one's called The Flaw in the Plan. It doesn't actually have a lot to do with The Flaw in the Plan, but that's what it is. And this song is an ode to all the people who died in Book 7. It's kind of a funny song, despite the fact that it's sad that all the people died in Book 7. Okay, guys, I love you all. God bless, and I'll see you very, very soon for the epilogue. Okay, bye.